Welcome back to Crazy Bill's Garage, and today I've got three used oil filters for you here. I know it's not Friday, and you know, I've been kind of busy. It's busy at work, and we had a holiday, and it's just, wow, things happen. So, I had to postpone this one until Saturday. I'm going to try to get back on schedule next week, and hopefully I can get it going back on schedule. But today I got three used oil filters with information, okay? And we got an auto extra, PH 10060, a Napa 21516, and a Subaru, genuine Subaru oil filter. I'm not going to read the number off because it's quite long. But we have one of those. So I'm going to move these out of the way. We're going to deal with the auto extra first. I just cut them open. I didn't look at them or anything, but I just cut them open. Just to move this along a little bit. Like, look at that. I'm already over a minute into this, and I haven't even said anything good yet. But we got auto extra. It's from a 2015 Jeep Renegade. You know, you remember those Jeeps. Don't know if they make them anymore. I don't think so. Had a 180 horsepower, 2.4 liter World engine. That was the same kind of engine that was in my Jeep. Oh crap, what the heck was that Jeep called? That was a Jeep Patriot. Why could I not remember that? Brain freeze, it's been hot. Jeep Renegade 2015 has 194,200 kilometers, or 121,375 miles on it, and 77,500 kilometers on this oil filter, or 4,687 miles. So, let's take a look at it here. Yeah, it's pretty good, eh? I asked him where he got this, and he says, of course, he got it online. So, he bought a couple of different ones. So, he bought it online. So, I'll turn it over like this. First, what do we see? Well, it's not terribly dirty in here. There's a little bit of crud along this edge over here, but it's not that bad, I must say. It does have, whoa, whatever. It does have, you know what? I'm telling you right now. That is not, if I get it in camera, that is not rubber. That is very flexible. That feels like silicone to me. Black silicone. There's that cute little thing they have on there. Let's see if I can get her out of here. Yeah. Oh, it's got a real spring. Don't know if it said where this one was made. I don't know. But 7,500 kilometers on it. She was sucking for some. Ooh, look at the bottom. Oh, that's not nice. I would say synthetic oil was not used in this at this time. So, at least that's what I'm saying. I don't know. I didn't ask them that on this time. I should have. I must say, kind of looks Chinese made from China, but yeah, it's got a spring on it. It's probably Chinese made. Let me grab my knife. So there we are. I got super knife. And you can see it was sucking and it crinkled a lot. Ooh, yeah, it feels pretty used up. So, not terrible like soft, but it isn't great. It looks like it probably worked to its existence here. On off of there. There, did I get you? I did. Let's take a look here. I hit the drill bit when I drilled through the top. it punched through so hard I hit the bypass. Darn, I hate doing that. Well, let's see what we got here. Well, we got a lot of crusties in here. A lot of crusty. I wish I had better light in here. I don't. All right, turned on another light. So yeah, we got some. Yeah, it's got some deposits. Quite a few. Wow. But it looks like it was filtering out all of that black sooty-like deposits. There's none on the backside, so that's good. Next is going to be the Napa. Now the Napa, you're going to like this. The Napa was in a 1993 Mercury Topaz. I see that car here every once in a while. I asked him if he wanted to give his oil filter. And he said, sure, why not? I just told him what information I needed. So the cool thing is this 93 Topaz is a 5-speed stick with a 3-liter. The 3 liters that came in the Topaz at the beginning of the 90s, and 132 horsepower 5-speed manual. 291,500 kilometers on the clock, or 187 miles. And he said about 8,200, well, as he recorded, 8,200 kilometers or 5,125 miles. Let's take a look at this. And yes, he said this is quite an old filter that he had in the garage, but he bought him many years ago. He had quite a few of these, so pretty neat. Look at that. She's not bad. She's pretty clean inside there. This, oh, it's as hard as a rock. Okay, that is definitely rubber. Let's see what we got down here. And we got a lot of crud down there on the bottom. It's not a nice look. But what do you expect from an old engine? It has quite a few miles and kilometers. It's got one of those. It's got one of these type bypasses. Pretty neat. So, this one, yeah, did 8,200 kilometers. Well, you can see she's a bit wavy. So, yeah, it's done its time, I must say. I'll cut through her here. Yeah, this one feels like it's done about 8,200 too. So, there we go. There we go. Let's hope that this turns out to be nice and clean and there's nothing wrong. I do like his car. I like that it's a Topaz. I don't know if many of you have seen a Topaz, kind of like a smaller Taurus, but with the 3-liter V6. It had some jam to it. So I've driven a few of them in my day. Yeah, they got some jam. I actually drove ones with, let's see, with automatics in them. This looks really good. This is impressive. I don't see anything wrong here at all. Wow. I am impressed by that. That's great news. That it still looks pretty clean inside. Or there's no metal left in the engine and it's all gone already. Probably not. He looks like the guy who took care of his car. And the next one is from a 2019 Subaru Outback with the 3.6 H6. So that's a flat 6. 256 horsepower. Nice. 210,000 kilometers on the engine. 131,250 miles. And long change interval. He screwed up on that one. He says 10,800 kilometers. Usually likes to change them a lot earlier. So about 7,000 or something he likes to change them. So he kind of went way overboard. But that's 6,750 miles. So he let her go too long, he said. Busy. You know, busy does it. So what we got here? We got rust on the outside edge here. But this is a beautiful filter anyway, since it is a Subaru. And the inside's not terrible. Yes, I don't know. I've never looked in there to see if this is a filter that screws underneath or it screws on top. Because this one has no anti-drainback valve in it at all. I don't see one. And no, all I see is this little rubber thing that goes on here, and this just fits on here. That's all I see. So I don't know if it's on the underside. Yeah, that's probably okay. But if it's a one that faces downwards, I don't know. Let's take a look here, though. And that is one tough. Ooh, it's a pretty tough spring. Leaf spring. Yeah, that's it. Let's see. We got some junk in there. It's not the best. Do have a little bit of junk in there. Let's hope none of that, though, got into the engine. And we'll take a look here. We'll take a look. You know what? Yeah, this one has gone a while. This one has. So, I'm going to check. I know there's really nothing wrong with the bypass valves on these, but since we're here, I might as well give her a check. See how good it is. It's worked. Whoa, almost dropped all my stuff. Light. Yeah, there's no light coming through there, so that is excellent. Also, this filter feels pretty heavy. So is it holding secrets inside, or is it all the extra metal and everything in here? Like the inside tube is nice and solid. Very solid. Okay. Let me try to get off the spring. Not the spring. There we go. That was no problem at all. And I'm going to cut with super knife. Yeah, this filter still feels pretty good. I'm a little shocked on this. Still feels good, but I can tell it's well used. It's so well used, it's like it's sucked in the anti-drainback valve. Ha ha, that's just a joke. Come on, calm down. Whew. This tires a guy out cutting these. It's hot out today. Though I'm inside an air conditioned building, so you know. Let's see what we got. There's where she's together. Right there. There we go. So yeah, this thing is solid. Solid built. So that's where the weight's coming from. It's pretty solid. And this thing is got, ooh, I don't know if it's normal to be this wet. I drained this thing like crazy. Been a week or so. It's pretty sludgy. Look at the You can see how sludgy she is by looking down here at the sludge factory down here. Yeah, she's got problems. But I don't see any metal. All I see is sludge. Oh, she's thick. Yeah, I think he should have changed her a little sooner with those Subaru engines. And where are these things? Oh, well, I'm not going to worry about it. Yeah, that's not a great look for that filter. It's really sludged up. It's got problems, as in it's got a lot of built up, heavy, thick deposits on it. Well, I think I got to look through these through a microscope just so I can say, yep, I did that. Plus, I like doing it on used oil filters. So let me get that set up. So here we are at the first filter, and you can see all that carbon there. That's on the, right. Oops, I covered it up. Well, all the carbon that's right here. And yeah, there's quite a bit of it on this filter. And let me over a little. And there is the normal part of the filter. More of the black carbon. So there's quite a bit on that Auto Extra. And did its job. Let me just flip over this and show you the backside. So the backside looks perfectly normal. Well, at least I think it is. Looks pretty good to me. And now we're on to the well-used Napa filter. It looks pretty good. There's a little bit of darkness here in spots. You can see where it's stopped a bunch of things from going through, which is very nice. We'll just take a quick look now at the backside. And the backside looks pretty clean, so it looks very nice. It did its job. And here we are with the Subaru filter and the sludged up part, but you can see it still looks like a normal filter, even though there's sludge and stuff on it. And it looks pretty good to me. I think it looks just fine. And now the back side of the filter looks just fine. Still looks like there's sludge though. So it looks like sludge did permeate through the filter. So all of these filters look like they did a fine job. And hey, I can't say I would run the Subaru one all the time if I could. Very good make, looks great, did a fine job. I was never big on just Napa or Auto Extra, but they seem to do a great job also. So yeah, who knows? I would probably run those in something. But I must say, thanks for watching, and I hope you enjoyed. And I got to get back on schedule here. At least I hope I will. So I hope you enjoyed that, and hopefully I can bring you many more later, and I certainly will. But try to get back on schedule really soon with my videos, and hopefully, I can get them back on the Mondays and Fridays like I was hoping. So thanks for watching.